PS4 disconnecting from the Wi-Fi. It does that sometimes. Not as much as it used to. It used to have a real issue where it would have periods where it just would connect and disconnect and connect and disconnect over and over again. And it would just lead to like times where I just couldn't play anything online. But since I rebuilt my database, it seems that most of that has been fixed. There's only been a couple of times where I'll see my Wi-Fi stutter on and off. And I'll be honest, the PlayStation needs to be, oh shit,
Out of mana.
So. Now, yeah, my PlayStation needs to be cleaned and serviced up. It's also doing that thing where when I load in a disc,
I lack the needed mana.
I take out a disc, it does it real slow, like it's about to quit functioning. Or like the grippers for the disc aren't working correctly. Most of my games are actually digital, so I'm not having to put discs in a lot. I think I actually have Fallout 76 and this healing outside of combat makes it so like I'm almost like afraid to take any kind of damage. Like I just don't want to. You know what I mean? I actually have a skill. Every 1 second you heal for 0.3% your maximum life for each nearby burning enemy. So I am healing, but it's just such a small amount that it's almost noticeable. It's negligible. That's the word I'm looking for. Ooh, we're going into a different region. Donan. I think that might be the preacher that I found that helped me out back at the very beginning. Either that or it's the hermit, but I think the hermit's name starts with an L. But it's cool to be in a new area. 3 strongholds, 47 side quests. 8 waypoints, less areas, less side dungeons, about the same. Altars of Lilith. I have a feeling this is going to be a town. Where's the waypoint?
I cannot do that here.
I'll get back to you, Dogen. I want to see if there's a waypoint here.
The best care for your traveling companion.
Donan's favor. Let's explore more of the town.
And what is the problem exactly?
Oh, the Knights Penitent in Kerrigar destroyed our ale supply. Dumped it right out into the dirt. Said it was bad for the soul.
It is bad for the soul.
For yours, maybe. Mine is damn thirsty.
Fine. Talk to the quartermaster and he will provide compensation.
Yeah, you can't dump out people's livelihoods even if it's against your beliefs. Other people are allowed to believe what they want, you know? I mean, in this world, I'm not...
Pray for me, Wanderer. I've asked Inarius for the strength to resist temptation, but I can't keep my hands from stealing. It's like they're possessed.
That's a shame.
I swear on my soul, I'll never take Father Inarius' name in vain again. Just get me out of this thing, please.
Wow. I got him thrown up for taking an angel's name in vain. That's pretty awesome. Apparently I can't go into there this way either. It's kind of curious. I mean, I guess later on I'll have a reason to go in there.
Not while I'm in town.
The first town in a new area and they didn't give me a way for
Looking
it.
for a Haradrim named Donan. An old friend of his sent me.
At this hour, I'd wager he's in the keep. Check with the guard at the door.
Okay, there we go. I like how that heals me and refills my potions.
He's upstairs in the Great Hall with his son. Keep it quick.
In honor of the great Haradrim mage Donan and the brave druids Airlaw and I'm so far from my little TV. I only got a 32-inch and I'm basically all the way across the room, so I can't read that well. Airlaw and Nofim, who vanquished the demon Astroth and ended the days of Ash. Astaroth.
Dad, I need to be out in the field with the other knights.
Why the rush, my boy? You know, I found some of my old Horadric tomes. Stay here, and we can go through them together.
I can take some with me. We have a visitor.
Hold on, brah. Just getting the lay of the land.
This discussion is not over. Is there something you need? I have a message from Lorath. Well, there's a name from another life. Has the old man finally come down from the mountain?
With a warning. An ancient evil walks the land. The demon, Lilith.
And you know this how? Did you and Lorath discover something of interest?
Perhaps this is all connected to what you saw, Father.
Yes, I was just getting to that. There was an incident at my estate. Probably best if we discuss it there. Go and have a look around for yourself. I'll meet you shortly, and then we can talk more.
Okay, I know I say this a lot.
As for your request, get to Braystag. And be careful. Stay close to the other Knights Penitent.
I will. Don't worry.
He's gonna disappear. Is he gonna disappear? I've noticed whenever people travel in this game that aren't with me, they take like a certain number of steps and then they just kind of disappear. I'm gonna go back up there and ask him any other questions. It'll let me ask him. Oh, he's not disappearing. I want to come back and talk to that dude too, because he seemed like the kind of dude that would be in the know, you know what I mean? A real man with his finger on the pulse.
Off to Braystake to join the Knights Penitent contingent there, finally. My father's been finding any excuse to keep me around Eldheim. He puts on a brave face, but I can tell he's troubled by what happened at the estate. They are the light of hope in a world beset by darkness. I trained with them in Kiovashad. Even had the privilege of being tutored by Reverend Mother Prava. That was my first time being away from Skosglen. Everything was different. The way people talked, the clothes they wore, the food they ate. But it opened my eyes to new things, and for that, I'm grateful.
Oh, interesting. Like everybody in Fractured Peaks had like a Romani accent, and everybody here's got like a Scottish accent. That's cool. So I guess he's just gonna stand by his horse. Let's talk to this guy.
Can't you feel it? Eldheim is hallowed ground, my friend. Blessed with Anarius' holy light.
Yeah,
Just being here is a way of lifting my spirits.
Yeah, that's because you don't know Anarius like I do.
Ah, you'll never meet a man with a bigger heart. Came to see about getting my son some work, and he hired the lad as a clerk. Right on the spot. Don't know how I'll ever repay him, but I'll find a way.
Ah, shit. I mean, I ain't got no reason to not trust Onan, but, like... First, he's kind of rotund, and fat people in a world like this tend to, I don't know, have some secrets. And two, from what I've heard, he's too good. Nobody's that good.
We haven't spoken much in recent years, but the two of us have history. We are brothers of the Haradrim. I'm probably the closest thing to a friend he has nowadays. Forging bonds is not exactly a strength of his, as I'm sure you've noticed.
I like him.
It occurred just the other day, in the dead of night. I thought it was a nightmare at first, but unfortunately that is not the case. I have some things to finish up here, and then we will talk more at the estate.
Cool. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and handle whatever is going on here. So I'd actually be better served to leave this way. Ah, crap. I'm not getting tangled in the side quest thing. Yeah, Lorath, I like Lorath. And his role as the narrator, it reminds me a lot of Deckard Cain. Although I still don't understand how Deckard Cain, for the first 3 games, was the last remaining Haradrim. Well, I don't know in the first game if he carried that title. I know he said he was a Haradrim, but I don't know if he specifically was the last at that point. But in the second game, I'm pretty sure he was the last
some
Haradrim.
kindness for an old soldier? Ah, thank you, Wanderer. I was wounded in the days of Ash. I touched the demon's flame, though I was being brave at the time. I can still feel the fire dancing across my hands, burning the skin away. Everything hurts to touch. Except coin.
Well, you know, I'm glad to help, and you know, it's not. It ain't too hard to help people out. You know? One act of kindness can change somebody's life.
I'm low on precious mana.
It says 39, but these monsters are 34 actually. I think. Let's find some other ones. Where's all the monsters? which is much weaker than what I'm used to.
Out of mana once again.
I might end up going ahead and respecking. I mean, I really just wanted to gain levels to 40 and go back and give that stronghold another crack. You dare? To provoke, I know it ain't two. You dare blank provoke the ire. Yeah, oh, there's people here, so.
Welcome to Firebreak Manor, traveler.
I'm here about the incident. Donan gave me permission to look around.
Incident?
That was all he said.
I must be referring to his study. Something unsettling transpired there.
Studying? And with you, here lies Breg, a brilliant scholar, loving mother and wife. I am with you as always in every branch and stone. Born from this land I was, and so to it I return. Yeah, I know. I went to bed early last night. Woke up after a full night's sleep at about 7 o'clock. And out here, I was trying to, I've been trying to quit smoking, so I watched movies and just tried to find things to occupy me until I had an appointment. And I was also waiting to hear about a job. Which, by the way, I got the job. Which is a huge load off of my mind. But I ended up taking a nap this morning after having a full night's sleep. I must have been up an hour or two, and then I took a little hour nap. Mostly because, again, it was day one of not having any cigarettes and wanting to try and quit. And, it's rough when you've been smoking for 20 years and you're trying to go cold turkey. It can be a pain. A short book entitled Journey Beneath the Twin Seas. The pages are filled with illustrations featuring a group of young adventurers exploring ruins and fighting off monsters. I'm too far away to see if that says seas. Yep, it does. But yeah, I took a nap. And of course, as soon as I got a check today that I've been waiting on, and immediately bought a couple packs of cigarettes. So that's a huge fail. But in December I quit drinking, and I was a pretty solid drinker. And in January I quit smoking marijuana, which I've quit before. When I drove a truck, obviously you can't smoke and drive. You get tested. I wouldn't want to smoke and drive anyways. But yeah, I quit smoking again. So I now have no real vices except smoking cigarettes. Large tome entitled Grimoire of Ash. The pages are filled with ancient writings of hell's fire demons. The one is about Astaroth, the Charred Duke. Weather tome entitled The Book of Wards. Notes are scrawled in the margins of the section about the fire magic. Astaroth. That's a name I've heard before. I think maybe from a Final Fantasy game? I also, maybe we fought him in one of the previous Diablos?
This can't be. I know who you are.
And I know you, Donan. Old, tired, each day a struggle to live up to your own legacy.
What do you want with me?
Astaroth.
He's dead.
Astaroth cannot die. Not by your hand. What have you done with him?
Away, demon. I deny you.
You have grown so frail. I can make you the hero you were.
Return to the darkness from whence you came. I said away!
A signal horn.
Actually, I believe Astaroth was the name of the dark elf prince in Final Fantasy I that tricks you into going into the hole to get the crown. And he also put the regular elf king into a deep sleep. And maybe also blinded Montoya?
I lack the needed mana.
If you goat fuckers are looking for a fight,
I'm out of mana.
Goatmen. They've never dared come so close to the estate before.
Perhaps they were drawn by Lilith's presence. I saw a vision of her in your study.
What do you mean, a vision?
I don't fully understand how, but it isn't the first time.
Full of surprises, aren't you? No wonder you caught Lorath's attention. Well, now you understand my predicament. The daughter of hatred in my own home. She must be furious I cast her out.
That painting on your wall, who were the others in it?
Why do you ask?
Lilith seemed to leave after seeing them.
Nafane and Arida. The druids who helped me slay Astaroth. Yes. Yes, I think you're onto something. I resisted her, so she might question them about the demon next. There are knights stationed in villages near the druids. If Lilith passed through, they must have seen her.
yeah. Waypoint.
I must see to the dead here. If I'd known they were in danger, I would have closed off the estate. Damn Lilith. She brought this on them. Of course not. Demons are arrogant creatures. She would never accept that our kind could vanquish Astaroth. What troubles me is why she's looking for him. What does she want? Astaroth was from the realm of hatred, the place Lilith once called home. Perhaps therein lies an answer. I'll have to ponder this more.
Well, I mean, the fact that we've literally battled Diablo 3 times. Although 2 of those times are connected because the first time he was slain in Diablo 1, he was slain and held within the Soul Stone, which Aiden put in his own head and became the new vessel for Diablo in Diablo 2. So that maybe just counts as one time. But obviously, I mean, we can't slay them. They just keep coming back. They get reborn in hell, and then again they come back. So maybe we can just banish them, but not slay them.
They were like brother and sister to me once. But life has taken us on different paths. Erida is consumed with her task of watching over the dead. I long for a time we can meet and discuss old histories like we used to. And Nafane, well, it's a shame he's become so bitter. Lives like a recluse, deep in the woods. Refuses to meet with me.
He doesn't have a Scottish accent. He almost has a slight English accent, but not really. Actually, not really at all. He just has an old voice.
People either praise me or curse me for that decision. There is no middle ground. Druids like Nafane think I've given away their land to the Knights Penitent. What other choice do they think I had? After the days of Ash, we needed help to rebuild and protect Scotland. The cathedral was ready and willing.
Of course, Inarius was willing to extend his control. His arrogance knows no bounds.
Rathma is dead. I brought the prophecy to Inarius so he could unravel its true meaning. I never expected he would kill his son because of it. And now the very thing he wanted, this infernal key to hell, is in Lilith's hands. It must relate to her search for Astaroth.
The one that keeps the dead is probably the weakest link. Then the guy that's a recluse also is probably a bit of a weak link. Hey, it's not red no more. I don't know what any of that means, but come on, guys, it's right outside the door. Don't worry about it.
out of mana once again.
Not sure why I died right
I'm low on precious mana.
Did kind of just stand there and let them hit me with all their attacks though, so.
Precious mana. I need time to prepare that.
What? I think it was lag. He did some kind of explosion at the end of his life that got me with the lag. Oh well. I saw you run away. Oh, I guess I killed it.
I'm low on precious mana.
Come on, son. Get that workout in.
I'm out of mana.
I'm low on precious mana.
It's one to keep in mind for later. Less than 5 minutes, so
out of mana once again.
that's a new enemy, unless it's from Paths of Destruction. Or, again, most of my Diablo 2 time was spent playing the base vanilla game. I didn't get Paths of Destruction until much later. And when I got it, I basically played through it once. Because by that point I was in the army. I was a lot busier, and I had moved on, you know. I mean, I played Diablo 2 like every day for like 2 years. So by the time I got past the destruction later on, I wasn't playing Diablo 2 much anymore. And I still consider it one of the best games I ever got to play. But even the very best games that ever exist can get old and repetitive after a while. I got that way with World of Warcraft, you know. I love the game, I love dealing with the other players. All that. It was just, you know, after a while I realized that the different zones, while they're fun to explore, it's just the same thing with different colored
the
enemies.
sign's gone missing at a time like this. Mischief, right now.
Merrick, it's not over until. Wait, you're not Merrick. Take a seat. Drinks on me.
Did you say the sun's gone missing? Oh, the sign. So like, oh shit. The snakes are at it again. Well, this is probably this may be the smallest town I've been to. It literally just has a healer and a stash. But we'll go ahead and end things here. Call it a day. I'll be back tomorrow. I've been thinking of doing other games. I played iRobot, or I watched iRobot last night, and like the voice of Vicky, the AI like computer thing, had me wanting to play Doom 3. So maybe I'll change it up. I mean, the last thing I need to do is start another series. I have yet to finish my Resident Evil series, although I don't have the Resident Evil 4 remake, I just have the original Resident Evil 4, so I might go ahead and finish off Resident Evil 2, do Resident Evil 3, which both of them I have the remakes, and then just skip to 7 I won't even think about buying 6. I owned it, and I hated it. It was just terrible. But I will see y'all on the flip.